Central last year went to the Final Four. The year before, they went to the championship. One of the top teams in 7A. That classic quarterfinal matchup against Auburn. They won that game 62-60. Columbus making the playoffs for the first time in 25 years. But they have lost starters like Dre Wooten and Oakley Kontz. But they still have Savion Kelly. So at 4, coming up, we've got Carver and we've got Spencer, also known as Florida and Georgia. Oh, good block. Good block, and J.C. Bush gets it back. They're just trying to fight for every loose ball. They're playing hard here in the semifinal. Shot, no good. Rebound by number 10. Good offensive rebound by Tyjor Cooper, and off the glass and in. So it's 83-36. So coming up at 5, we got Florida State and Auburn. That is Russell County and Hardaway, or Kansas. Florida State was Upson Lee, so it is Kansas. They told us that right when I first got here, that Upson Lee has withdrawn from the tournament and Hardaway is going to advance. Oh, what a three-pointer. And the player does not have a number. Like to get his number. And a block. He did a good job with the block, but they're going to call a foul. So change. We'll get the games for you on here. We've got less than 2 minutes to go. Oh, what a steal. That was a steal by number 12, Solomon. We're going to get a foul. And to the line will be Ryan Griffin. And he makes the first one. As this CB Hoops Perfect Practice Fall League is brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, Chattahoochee Valley Community College, Pepsi, Gordy Eye Care, and the Beck Center. Looks like, oh, what a three-pointer by Ryan Griffin. It's 85-39. Rebounded by Griffin. Back out, wide open, three-pointer, Colin Fournette. And Griffin with the putback. He has scored the last 7 points for Central. We got 27 seconds left to go until the next game tips off. It's Georgia Alabama Sports Live here for the CB Hoops Perfect Practice Fall League. Three-pointer, no good. And a good rebound, as that might be the final play before, oh, that was almost a dunk. That was Colin Fournette. And Central wins this game, They advance. The final score, 88-39. We're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we've got Carver and Spencer coming up here. The CB Hoops Perfect Practice Fall League semifinals. And welcome once again to the CB Hoops Perfect Practice Fall League playoffs here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We are live at the land of the campus of St. Anne Pacelli High School. Richard Holdridge here. Carver winning a state title in 2019. Spencer winning a state title in 2022. Carver reached the Final Four last year. Spencer got to the second round. Won the region for 4 straight years. And now they're once again region rivals. We've got an incredible matchup for you here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Tobias Tolbert's going to take the tip for the Carver Tigers. Going up against number 3, Isaiah Fitzpatrick. Montgomery thought about it. Drive in, split the defenders. Nice pass to Tobias Tolbert for the slam. And that is how you start the game. Good assist by Tony Montgomery. So one thing I do want to clear up, that Champ Simpson is wearing number 10. So he was in the game last week, but wasn't on the roster. I wanted to make sure that he got credit. That number 10 last week was Champ Simpson. Also, Ace Thomas is wearing number 14. So I just confirmed and update the roster. Oh, off the glass and in by Edward Brown, and we are all knotted up at 2. There's Montgomery splitting the defenders, and a block by Edward Brown, but they're going to call a foul. Physical play, that's what we're probably going to see from both teams. As we got both coaches up in the stands, as the CB Hoops Perfect Practice rules are, 1, they can't be addressed as Carver and Spencer. So Carver is known as Florida. And Spencer is known as Georgia. And the coaches cannot coach on the sideline, but they could be up in the stands. As we got Coach Quantavious Allen up in the stands with us. Coach Eric Allen is in the stands. Just checking out their team and seeing what's in store for them for this upcoming basketball season, which is about a month away. I'm going to say about a month and some change, maybe 5 weeks away. And really, we kick things off with the George Williams Thanksgiving Classic on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Long three-pointer attempt by Kerry Griffin. Carver leads 3-2. Here comes Montgomery. Swinging it around. Fires a 3 and hits the 3. That's King Murdoch. Carver out on front, 6-2. Griffin swinging around. Oh, and he gets it back. That was actually Zyquan Bright. And then Montgomery with the steal. Pushing it up. Murdoch. Back over to McKenzie, out of play. It's going to stay right here with Carver. Back out to Montgomery. Swings it over to McKenzie for 3. Jaron McKenzie extends this lead to 9-2. Look at that full court press by Carver. Taking a page out of Coach Anson Hundley's playbook. The Carver Lady Tigers known for that full court press. Almost blocked. I think that was partially blocked. There's Tobias Tolbert, Rose Green, Murdoch. Oh, and a block. Swatting that one away. That was a clean block by number 3, Isaiah Fitzpatrick. Oh, and they ended up getting a foul right there. All right, we're going to take a timeout as Carver leading Spencer 9-2 as this is brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, CVCC, Pepsi, the Beck Center, and Gordy Eye Care. We are glad that you are joining us on this Sunday afternoon. Don't forget, next week we will have the championships, the placement games, and the championship right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Cannot wait for that. Last week was a lot of fun. We had that Carver-Pacelli game. That was one of those games that just went down to the wire. And now here comes the full court press once again. Go over to Brown. Griffin swinging around. Three-pointer is good. That was good three-pointer. Montgomery answers with the three of his own. Back out to Griffin. Griffin over to Bright. Stolen by McKenzie. Oh, it's stolen to Edward Brown. Here comes Zyquan Bright. To the rack and in. As that Kevin Brown was on that three-pointer. Wanted to make sure to give him credit. Spencer. Kevin Brown. Montgomery thought about it. Being guarded by Zyquan Bright. Splits the defenders. Pulls it up and in. Tony Montgomery just taking it himself. Griffin. Back over Fitzpatrick. Brown. Going to reset the offense. Little movement. Edward Brown swinging it over to Griffin. Griffin trying to get past two defenders. Goes up. No foul called. Here comes Tony Montgomery. 3-on-2 and a jam. Little bit of a jam. It's 16-7. Back over to Brown. Kevin Brown. Over to Fitzpatrick. Baseline. Out of play. Got some subs coming in, including Ace Thomas. Ace Thomas, the three-sport athlete for Carver. Also a baseball player. He was known for striking out Bailey Thorne on a 3-2 pitch to end the inning last year when Carver played Calvary. Montgomery. Oh, good move by Tony Montgomery. He put his defender on skates, and that was a three-pointer. It's 19-7. And there's a reason why. Oh, and a block by Ace Thomas, and a block going the other way. Kevin Brown. That's going to be a foul. And there's a reason why Tony Montgomery is going to play at the next level. He got offered a position at Troy University. So he's going to play D1 at Troy. Jacoby Hill is going to be playing over at Jacksonville State. Jacoby Hill at Central. I'd like to see those two schools play each other next year. Ace Thomas to the line for two. And he misses the first. Thomas makes one of two. It is 20-7. Griffin. Oh, it's stolen. Ace Thomas. Thomas blocked. Good block by Kevin Brown. But Carver gets it back. Here's Montgomery. Looking for the screen. King, Murdoch. Oh, what a save, but Ace Thomas gets it back. King Murdoch, top of the key, swings over to Montgomery. Driving the baseline, Montgomery. Pass, Tolbert, foul. Well, we're glad that you are joining us on this Sunday afternoon. We've had a fantastic day of NFL, but doesn't even rival the matchups and the upsets yesterday in college football. Tobias Tolbert makes the first. And if you are an Alabama or an Auburn fan, it's got to be tough waking up this morning. Tolbert misses the second. It's 21-7. And the full court press, TJ Woodson coming into the game. We got a timeout. We'll take one too here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. It's the CB Hoops Perfect Practice Fall League on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. All right, welcome back. CB Hoops Perfect Practice Fall League. Brown gets it back for Spencer. Brown all the way to the glass, no good. It's going to go out of bounds off Carver, and it will stay right here with Spencer. Zion Rosegreen checking into the game for Carver, and Laquan Brooks checking in the game for Spencer. Trying to look for an inbounds play. Over to Kevin Brown. Pass, jumper by Isaiah Fitzpatrick, no good. TJ Woodson with the rebound, pushing up the floor, and there's a foul. TJ Woodson, the freshman, who won a middle school championship with Richards last season as Scoot McCullough was his head coach. Coach McCullough is now the JV coach and the assistant coach for the Carver Tigers. And what a play. Woodson almost got in by Rosegreen, but Spencer with the rebound. And that full court press, Woodson and Thomas pressuring. Rosegreen with a bump, and that will be a foul. So coming up next, we've got more action. CB Hoops Perfect Practice Fall League. I know the brackets changed a little bit. We do have Russell County and Hardaway. Hardaway did play earlier today. With Upson Lee withdrawing from the tournament, Hardaway will advance in their place as they will take on Russell County. We got ourselves a foul. Zion Rosegreen is going to go to the line for 2. And he misses the first. Misses them both. Rebounded by Brown. And out of play. It's going to go back to Carver. Dolphins beat the Patriots 15-10. There's Woodson for 3. Man, I don't need to do NFL scores, and we got the action here at CB Hoops Perfect Practice Fall League. TJ Woodson with a 3. It's 24-7. We'll try to get those NFL scores at the next break. As a steal by Tony Montgomery. Montgomery, pass, Thomas, ace in the hole for Ace Thomas. Man, I tell you, he allowed me to make that catchphrase. I've been waiting for that one. A little bump check by TJ Woodson. Bills and Texans tied up at 20. That game's going to overtime. The Bears beat the Panthers 36-10. The Jaguars get their first win of the season, 37-34. Bengals and Ravens tied up at 38. And that's no good by Ace Thomas. 27-7. Back over Joshua Selden. As last week, we saw the Spencer team in action. Here goes Woodson. Spin. Montgomery thought about it. Stolen. Deshaun Canty. All the way. And a good putback on the play by number 2, Joshua Selden. Thomas driving the baseline. Pulls up a shot. It was rebounded by Jacoby Knight. Laquan Brooks. Brooks. Back over to Knight. He's just going to fire up a long NBA range 3. No good. That's going to be rebounded by Canty and a foul. And we've got an entire line change for Carver. And here comes Champ Simpson. He had a big game last week against Pacelli. He's into the game along with Keen Murdoch. Simpson on the baseline. Back over to Murdoch. Looking for the screen by Tolbert. A long three-pointer by Jerron McKenzie off the front of the iron. No good. Rebounded by Joshua Selden. Does not have the numbers. Loses it off the dribble, and it's going to go back to Carver. And we're going to get some subs coming in for Spencer. So they have something new this year. They will not have a Muskogee County Christmas tournament. It will be a showcase because all the teams minus Northside are in the same region. Also, Calvary will be included in the tournament as Jerron McKenzie hits a long three, and it's 30-9. Looking forward to that. Griffin pulls up, jumper, no good. And it's rebounded by Jason Mayo. Simpson. Murdoch fires three. Got it. King Murdoch. With a big three. Almost a stole, and it is stolen. Here's a 2-on-1 break. Murdoch, alley-oop. No good. Tobias Tolbert could not come up with the alley-oop. Now here comes Spencer. Little reverse layup. I'm not sure why that's not basket interference. That should have been basket interference, but I don't think they call that in high school basketball, so it'll be Carver ball with 6:17 left to go here in the first half. We got two more games after this. Oh, almost picked his pocket. Jerron McKenzie for three. What a play by King Murdoch. Right place, right time. Off the glass and in. It's 35-9. Griffin with the handles. Fires a three. No good. And it's going to be rebounded by Murdoch. Over to Tolbert. And a good play by Edward Brown. And now Spencer just running the floor. Little floater up and in by Kevin Brown. Murdoch being guarded by Griffin. McKenzie, nice pass to King Murdoch, and a block by Edward Brown. Murdoch loses it, stays with Carver. Here we go. 5:15 left to go here in the first half on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Champ Simpson for three. 38-11. Carver out on top. Good screen. Zyquan Bright. Inside to Selden, back to Bright, top of the key. That's Kevin Brown, almost, and he lost it. Murdoch, Tolbert with the jam! Not just a shot blocker for Carver, he averages 3 a game. Also, great offensive player and a block by Tolbert. Boy, that was the announcer jinx. Tolbert! Get that out of here! That fires up the crowd. It's 42-11. Oh, Tolbert with another block. Wide open three for Edward Brown. No good. Griffin with a rebound. Baseline three. No good. It's going to be rebounded by Jason Mayo. Double team. Just trying to get rid of it. We got ourselves a timeout. We'll take one too here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. It's the CB Hoops Perfect Practice Fall League. We'll be back. We're cool. You ready? Welcome back. CB Who's Perfect Practice Fall League. Champ Simpson, three-pointer, Rose Green, offensive rebound, second offensive rebound. Triple team back over McKenzie. Fires a baseline jumper. Mayo almost got it back. Brooks stolen by Jerron McKenzie and a foul. We got to get some subs in here. Ace Thomas is going to check back into the game for Carver. What a season Carver had last year, going from 6 wins to the Final Four. Of course, Spencer winning the state title in 2022, making it to the quarterfinals in 2023. And a second-round finish last year, but Spencer, they've made deep runs in the playoffs. I mean, they've won the region for the 4 years in a row, hosted the region tournament last year. There's Rose Green. Back out to Thomas. Champ Simpson. Top of the iron, no good. And that's going to be Kevin Brown. Brown over to, that's going to be Brooks. No good. Edward Brown. Edward Brown's got some length to him. There's Knight. Top of the key, Brooks. Three-pointer, Selden. No good. Rebounded by Simpson. Here comes Champ Simpson to Thomas. Ace Thomas off the glass. No good. And it's stolen. Back over to Simpson. Count the bucket and the foul. And Champ Simpson's going to go to the line for a three-point play with 1:40 left to go here in the first half. They're going to run this clock down. Champ Simpson to the line. No good. Rebounded by Brown. Oh, and it's stolen by Simpson. Simpson over to Thomas. Back to Simpson. Baseline. Spin move. Simpson. Pull-up jumper. No good. Look at that full court press. That was Brown and Brooks. And a foul on the floor. As this is Georgia Alabama Sports Live, like the Facebook page. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. This is the CB Who's Perfect Practice Fall League playoffs. Playoffs? That's right. We got the championship game next week. Almost stolen. Little bump check, but that's no call. Get over to Brown. Brown off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Edward Brown. Almost stolen again. Back over to Brooks. Split his defenders. Brooks. Stolen again. Keen Murdoch. Murdoch to the rack and will draw the foul. Well, Carver's done a good job forcing turnovers. There's been physical play from both teams. And the refs have swallowed the whistles a couple times, but it makes for good game film to get ready for the season as Keen Murdoch makes the first. As the season is about a month away, and the schedule hasn't officially come out yet. As Murdoch does make that one, we'll take a time up. That's the half. They have the running clock, and that's the end of the first half. 46-11. Carver leads Spencer as this broadcast is brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, Gordy Eye Care, Chattahoochee Valley Community College, Pepsi, and the Beck Center. We'll be back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. All right, welcome back. CB Hoops Perfect Practice Fall League. A steal by Tony Montgomery. Almost a jam again. Back over to Griffin. Fires a three. Front of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Rose Green. Murdoch over to Montgomery. Woodson, top of the key. Back out to Murdoch. Murdoch, Rose Green. Back out to Montgomery for three. Front of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Brown. Montgomery steals it. Here comes Murdoch. And we got ourselves a timeout. As we've got some girls basketball coaches here watching the action. As I talk to the Brookstone head coach, Coach Kim Ellison is in the building. Also Columbus girls head coach, Coach LaShonda Adams. As the girls are in the Porter Sports Fall League. As Herman Porter does a great job putting that on. And we cannot wait to live stream both girls and boys varsity basketball here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And it's a big week for Columbus High because the Midtown Showdown will be this Friday. By the way, we do have Hardaway coming up next as they are taking on Russell County. I did confirm that Brookstone will be playing Hardaway this year, but not, it'll be the JV. And the varsity boys will play. And we did have that game on Georgia Alabama Sports Live last year. As we are excited to see what the Ellison sisters are going to do this year in high school basketball, as they have led their teams to championship games in the last 2 years. Hardaway going to the Final Four 2 years ago and the championship game last year. Brookstone making it to the championship 2 years ago. Over to Woodson. TJ Woodson. He has got fancy footwork and he has got all the skills that we saw him at Richards. There's a steal by Montgomery. Montgomery! There you go. Little hops to it. Tony Montgomery. It's 52-11. And another foul. I'll tell you, if you're a basketball fan, you're a basketball fan. And this is nice to get a chance to see some top quality basketball before the season starts. We always appreciate being a part of the CB Hoops Perfect Practice Fall League. Oh, that's going to be a foul. And Montgomery thought he had all ball. But yeah, they're going to call a foul on that one. NBA preseason just started this weekend. The anticipated debut of Bronny James. Really wanted to see LeBron and Bronny in a preseason game, but we'll have to wait. Comes Selden. And picked up by Tolbert. Montgomery all the way, and a jam. Tony Montgomery. Another jam, and almost a steal. Simpson got it swatted away. Zyquan Bright, Griffin, shot no good. Up, Woodson with a rebound. Woodson, Tolbert. Oh, he almost hit a reverse jam and puts it up and in and draws the foul. A good job by Tobias Tolbert just to able to get the rebound off of reverse jam attempt. And now we've got some subs coming in for both teams. Tobias Tolbert going to go to the line for the three-point play. And he makes it. So coming up next, we got Hardaway and Russell County. Also, Auburn and Kansas. At 6, we got Georgia Tech and Duke. Three-pointer by Griffin. No good. And up and in. By Deshaun Canty. There's Woodson. Stolen by Jacoby Knight. Brooks racing down, trying to split the defenders. Three-pointer by Jacoby Knight. And it is 57-16. And another three-pointer. And on the steal, that was Kerry Griffin. There's Woodson. Back out. Three-pointer. No good. And a big rebound by Canty. And Murdoch almost stole it, but that's gonna go back to Carver. It was off a Spencer player. We got Ace Thomas checking into the game for the Carver Tigers that went to the Final Four last year. What a historic season. And they were in one of the toughest regions in 3A. You had Monroe, you had Doherty, Simpson. Columbus was in that region. They made the playoffs. Murdoch, three-pointer, no good. And almost an offensive rebound by Champ Simpson. But we're going to get a foul. Of course, when you drive into the city of Columbus, you see that famous sign from the 2019 season where the Carver girls and boys won state titles. As Ace Thomas with a three. Coach Anson Hunley, although he would go on to win another state title in 2021. And then Warren Beulah, the legendary Carver coach, winning a state title in 2019. A great moment for the Carver community. Stolen by Ace Thomas, but that's going to be a foul. And that continuation on the play. 12:33 left to go here in the second half. As we got Carver over there. Simpson. Oh, almost a dunk. That looked like it was going down the bottom of the cylinder. I'm surprised they didn't call basket interference. Three-pointer. Front of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Champ Simpson. Here comes a fast break. Oh, and almost a dunk, but a good job by King Murdoch. That was Ace Thomas with an attempted dunk, but Murdoch, he's had a couple of putbacks where he was at the right place at the right time. That was a nice layup for Deshaun Canty. As the Russell County head basketball coach, Coach Ronnie Battle, is in the building. Russell County making it to the second round of the playoffs last year. The former Auburn point guard. And his son Josh Battle, that's one of the players to watch on that Russell County team as they make their way into the gymnasium. Also the Hardaway Hawks, if they're going to be playing in place of Upson Lee, which withdrawed from the tournament. Hardaway won earlier today, so they will play a second game. Inside. Shot, no good. A shot attempt by Isaiah Fitzpatrick. There's a pass over to Kevin Brown. Thought about it. Selden. Go over to Thomas. Cam Thomas, the freshman. Good handle, stays with it. Little floater in front of the iron, no good. Gets his own rebound, but that gets blocked by Mayo. Oh, and almost a dunk by Tristan Sneed. Brown, top of the key. Guarded by Sneed. Selden, and he lost it. Here comes Simpson. Champ Simpson with some elevation. There's Champ Simpson. Bright, and a big block by Mayo. But that will be a foul. 9:42 left to go. We got 2 more games to go after this. Zyquan Bright to the line. And misses the first. And we're going to get some subs to include Kevin Barber. Jerron McKenzie comes back into the game. Bright rattles in and out. Rebounded by J.J. Bellamy over to Woodson. Three-pointer. And hits. That is Kevin Barber with a three-pointer. But Bright. Baseline. And up and in. Kevin Brown. Woodson. Back to Woodson. Woodson for three. And hits that three. The former Richards standout with a three-pointer. Freshman making an impact. 72-20. And that was a good contested shot by Woodson as Kevin Brown misses it, and now they're just trying to get the steal and the turnover. It's gonna go out of play. We're gonna get some subs coming in, including trying to see a Tremaine Warfield. Woodson. There's Barber. Barber hits on the three. He got it. It's 75-20. Long three-pointer in front of the iron, no good by Jacoby Knight. Good play. Spencer. Terrence Tiggs. It's 75-22. Woodson. Back out. Three-pointer, J.J. Bellamy. Here comes Spencer. Griffin. Griffin driving the lane. Pulls up a shot, partially blocked. Here comes Carver on a fast break. That's Bellamy drawing the foul. He'll go to the line. Back out to Woodson. Woodson. Good defense by Spencer. All the way, Tremaine Warfield is going to draw the foul as we've got the running clock here. 6:25 left to go. So Carver ends up beating Shaw Friday night in football, 40-7. Also, we had Pacelli ended up beating Calvary 55-0. Harris County beats Griffin 31-16. And Glenwood 68-40 over Randolph County. As we had a quadruple header on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Don't forget, we've got the Georgia Alabama Sports Live show coming up after this at 8 o'clock. That is 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Jacoby Knight, Griffin fires a three. Back of the iron, no good. Rebounded by T.J. Woodson. Long pass over to J.J. Bellamy. Bellamy with it. Gets his own rebound. Puts it off the glass, no good. And a block. Bellamy is right there for the bucket. Good second effort by the freshman, J.J. Bellamy. There's a three-pointer attempt by Laquan Brooks, no good. Here comes Woodson. Woodson, a little finger roll off the glass and in. And the buzzer sounds, but I think they are wanting to take a timeout. So we'll take 1-2 here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. It's Carver, it's Spencer, it's the CB Hoops Perfect Practice Fall League, and we'll keep it here. We will keep it here, Toygar. It's all right. They actually called the game because of the hour time limit. So Carver wins that game. So we will take a break now, and we'll get ready for Russell County Hardaway. That's coming up here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, the CB Hoops Perfect Practice Fall League.
We are here live from Pacelli. They call the land. Great job by Richard on the first 2 playoff games. Won by Carver and Central. But those 2 teams are not going to face off, okay? Those 2 teams will not face off until it's a championship. Carver is going to take on the winner of Pacelli and Duke. The winner of this game is going to take on Central. Upson Lee is no longer in the fall league, so Hardaway is taking Upson Lee's turn because they beat Calvary in that 9-10 matchup. So if Hardaway beats Richard Russell County, they'll be in the semifinals, and they didn't get a win the entire regular season of the fall league.
Yeah, they were able to upset Calvary in that 9-10 matchup that happened earlier today at 2. And then Central ended up defeating Columbus. And we just witnessed Carver and Spencer. And that was a showcase for Carver. They just got so much depth.
A lot of talent on that team. And Carver coming in as one of the favorites to win the state championship this year, led by Eric Allen. Right now it's Russell County and Mackey with a crossover, step back and misses the shot. Rebound by Baldwin. And here comes Baldwin, Brendan Baldwin. Young Hardaway team, they got a big win. So let's see if Hardaway can continue their winning ways.
Yeah, they pretty much had to replace their entire team last year. They were all seniors, including Lamel Mims, who was featured in that JUCO showdown at Columbus State yesterday.
And all the way coast to coast with an easy lay is Kingston Henry, and Russell County gets on the board up 2-0. How about Russell County last year winning the region, first time in quite some time under the leadership of legendary player and Auburn great, as Henry missed the putback. Coach Battle, Ronnie Battle.
Yeah, made it to the second round of the playoffs, lost to Carver Montgomery, but they were able to get a playoff win. And they were featured in the game of the year on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Nice drive, hard layup, off the glass and in. Tough take there from Sergio Lowe. Nice drive and miss.
That's a good putback.
Pull-up jump shot, Mackey knocks it down. And Russell County's up 7-4. I think I'm going to try to get Coach Kim Ellison, who's here, see if we can't get her on the broadcast, Richard.
Yeah, Coach Ellison is here. Also, Coach LaShonda Adams was briefly here.
Championship is next week, so we got semifinals at 2:30 and 3:30. Then the championship game will be at 7:30. There's 3 consolation games and an and one.
There we go. Yeah, the girls are actually playing in the Porter Sports tournament over. Trying to figure out where that is located, but Herman Porter does a great job with the Porter Sports Fall League. As the high school basketball season is about a month and a half away. Nice three by Battle.
Another three. Battle knocks it down.
I tell you, Josh Battle is going to have a good season this year.
He was phenomenal in that Central game that you were talking about from last year. Lowe has it, being guarded by Mackey. Lowe, the Baldwin. Winner of this game will take on Central. Lowe misses the 3, and here comes Battle. Catch and shoot, Mackey again, this time no good. And we got an injured player on the court.
Hardaway, led by their head coach and athletic director, Coach Kendall Mills, says Hardaway's got a big week leading up to the Midtown Showdown. We got a press conference tomorrow. But he's having to replace his entire team of graduating seniors last year. But they did make the playoffs.
Three-pointer no good. Rebound Henry. Catch and shoot battle. Knocks down another three.
Josh Battle's heating up. Second three-pointer for Josh Battle.
Josh can shoot just like his dad. And there's a turnover. Russell County on the fast break. Mackey stolen by Baldwin. Nice job by Houston Baldwin. Low. Purnell loses it out of bounds.
So Hardaway played Shaw in a consolation game last year to get into the playoffs in the region tournament.
Called that game,
and we were
Rich.
on the call for that game. That was a great back and forth game. I felt like both teams deserved to make the playoffs, but because of their region, only one can get in.
Battle. Mackey. Battle, catch and shoot. Yes!
He's got a perfect
Battle
touch.
Has about as pure a shot as you can see.
He really
and
does.
He knocks that down from three. Pass out of bounds.
And he's-
Richie Rich, how you been, man? You called this past week the Carver-Shaw football game.
Yeah.
And competitive for a little bit, then Carver just dominated that second half. And your 49ers are choking right now against the Cardinals.
It was. I mean, the former Russell County Warrior, Kelston Popcorn Tarver, did have a kickoff return for a touchdown and a touchdown run. Look at that swarming defense by Russell County. Yeah, that was on the line. That was definitely on the line. That was a nice move, but Antonio Lockhart with the rebound. Here comes Lockhart. Swinging around, Jacorian Roberts, Lockhart, Battle. Roberts. Oh, they're just, Kendris Keene got double teamed. Josh Battle, up and in. Nope, that was Antonio Lockhart. And Russell County leads 18-7. So these two teams did meet in the regular season last year. As both teams like to schedule a lot of non-region games close to the area, which makes sense because you don't want to have to travel a great distance for those non-region games. That's why we'll get the matchups that we always want to see. And a steal. Roberts splits the defenders up and in. Rebounded by Lockhart. Lockhart behind the back.
Right now, it's just all Russell County, Richard. Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show, me and you, Rich. Can't wait. We got a lot we discussed tonight, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, all I got to say is anchor down. That's a little preview of the show tonight. I'm just kidding. It's all about high school.
I got a lot to say on unsolicited hot take for sure. But we may be dropping a special Georgia Alabama Sports Live show. We got a lot to go into. You got the playoffs for the GIAA and GHSA and softball. We didn't even mention tonight. And then talk a little bit of Falcons, Georgia, Alabama, Auburn, all that. So check out maybe a Georgia Alabama Sports Live show Wednesday night after office hours. Special edition this week, Rich. Got a lot to talk about.
We do. We do have a lot to talk about, and that goalpost is somewhere in the bottom of the Cumberland River. They're just trying to pull a Tennessee like what they did 2 years ago, but it's all good. If you're a Vanderbilt fan, I'm happy for you. If you're a bandwagon Vanderbilt fan, well, do you got anything else better to do? I tell you, if you're a bandwagon Vanderbilt fan, I just think you dislike Alabama.
Right. Now, next week is championship. It's final week of the fall league. We've had a lot of fun these last 6 weeks, Richard. And can you believe it? We only have 4 more weeks of regular season football in high school that we're going to be able to do. Looking like, unfortunately, we will not be able to do any Glenwood playoff games or any games in Alabama.
Yeah.
And we probably are not going to be able to do the same thing here in Georgia unless it's Brooks or Pacelli in the GIAA. But schools like Carver, Spencer, Northside, we would have to do it for another in the NFHS network.
Yep.
But on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, you won't be able to see it. So, but had a fun year this year, man. It's been a lot of fun. We're going to at least get a couple playoff games. Me and you will be broadcasting with GIAA for their state championships going up 21st, 23rd. But I hate that we won't be able to get any of these incredible playoff runs that I'm expecting from these teams. And there's finally a bucket from Hardaway.
Yeah, it's been a very successful year, too, for Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We continue growing our brand. That was a nice three-pointer by number 4, Kendris King. Baseline, front of the iron, no good. Off the glass, no good, and rebounded by Russell County. We give it to Crowell. Top of the key. Lockhart driving and foul. Basket will not count. That was a foul on the floor. And we're going to get some subs for Russell County. Three-pointer is no good by Crowell. And off the glass, no good. That was attempted by Jalen Smith. Nice pass inside. Hardaway ties him up. And we're going to get a foul. And in comes a fresh set of players for Russell County to include Josh Battle.
Battle set to check it in. Fires it out to Mackey. Mackey allows it to go back court. 23-9, 6:50 here in the first half. Nice backdoor cut and pass from Mackey to Battle. And they're up 16.
Yeah, Battle's really got good court vision. Able to just move right where he needed to be in the baseline just to put up an easy layup. And we got another whistle. There's some physical play here, kind of like the Carver-Spencer game. We're having some physical play.
Here comes on the fast break, drive, and they're going to get another foul. The CB Hoops had their JUCO Jamboree yesterday, Richard. Over 60 junior colleges. It's an incredible event.
Some former players from the area were showcasing that game.
Incredible. Put on at CSU by Corey Black. And now you got the CB Hoops Porter Sports Women's JUCO Jamboree in Carrollton High School today. So a lot happening for CB Hoops. And then, of course, CB Hoops Prep Practice Fall League right now. Mackey. Easy lay.
And looks like we're going to get a little delay.
Layup is good, and another easy steal and bucket from Henry.
Yeah, good move by Kingston Henry. Another steal.
Another steal. Cross, drive, foul.
So coming up after this, we've got the final game of the night. Pacelli taking on the independent team. Have some players from Glenwood, Opelika, Eufaula. We'll get a chance to see Swag, Jadarian Holloway, who plays at Glenwood. Several other Opelika players as well.
Battle. No. Save, pass, out of bounds.
Yeah, the Opelika players, Amari Smith, Kari Johnson, and Micah Thomas, who really stood out for the independent team last week. There's Josh Battle. And stolen.
And Lowe comes away with it. Now he's shaking, he's baking. Behind the back, good defense from Mackey. Baldwin. 31-9, County on top. Lowe, nice cut. Pull up, baseline. No, Battle rebounds. Numbers for Russell County. Alley-oop. No good.
Oh.
But then gets it back and scores. Ty Horse. Low. No. Ty Horse. All the way, scores. Coast to coast. They're up 26. It looks like that we're going to be getting a Central Russell County. Remember last time these two teams played on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, we had an overtime thriller. Me and Richard were on the call for that one.
Yeah, it was one of the most thrilling games we've ever called on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. There's no question about that.
Now, number one game me and Richard ever called together, this was before Georgia Alabama Sports Live was created, as Henry gets to steal. Mackey pulls up three. No.
You talking about
Henry.
The buzzer beater with Jakeith Hodo?
You can't let me have it, Rich.
Man.
Just like when we made the call, you were so excited. No, but it was Spencer Northside 2022 Christmas Tournament Championship game. Just a spectacular game. Went down to the wire. Game-winning shot right at the buzzer. And we also had another buzzer beater by Jordan Daniels, the head coach of the Columbus Lions' son, Damian Daniels.
I think they were playing Bethlehem Christian, I want to say, yeah. But I think that was a big week for you, too, because you also had the steal and the win for Pacelli. The Pacelli girls ended up beating Bethlehem Christian.
Baldwin. Carlson. Baldwin. No.
I think that was the game where Tamaya Ransom got the steal. and then she ended up getting the bucket.
Zaniah Crouch, yep.
Crouch, yes.
And that was-
One of the guards from the backcourt for Pacelli, which, by the way, they're all coming back next year. How exciting is that going to be?
40-9 now.
Yeah, Antonio Lockhart with a big three.
Baldwin. Catch and shoot. Baldwin somehow gets it saved inbounds, but then stolen again, and Russell County's got numbers all the way. Scoring is Kendris King. Low. And another score there. So we're gonna, what I'm thinking is gonna happen, we got Russell County Central next week. Nice pass down low, score. And we're probably going to get Pacelli and Carver, which we've seen once already in this fall league. Pacelli won that. And at the end of the first half, it's all Russell County. They lead by 33 on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. What's up, everyone? Welcome back here to Georgia Alabama Sports Live. That half was dominated by Russell County, Richard. Richard, I think now's a good time to kind of give us your background history. We like having other people on, telling them where they got their career started, but we know you were in the Army for a long time. That brought you here to Columbus. But talk about your broadcasting career and why a certain school got you an opportunity.
Well, I'm 45 years old. I did broadcasting way back in 1999 when I was in college, play-by-play for the basketball and baseball team. High school football, we didn't have a football team. I went to an NAIA school. Tried to get into the business, tried to apply for some radio stations. And I tell you what, Thrift, I know that a lot of people in the industry, they feel like they have to work somewhere with call letters, TV or radio station. But we've changed the industry. And I appreciate you giving me that opportunity, discovering me about 3 years ago. And I've been doing play-by-play for the Rapids, Lions, Chattahoochee, Monsters, and then now Georgia Alabama Sports Live. So, but it was not easy. I took a very long break because, you know, like everything in life, things happen for a reason. And I just love doing it. Just enjoy sports. I've enjoyed sports all my life. And
well, Richard, we're glad you're on this team, and we look forward to continuing our success on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Tomorrow, Richard will be at the press conference. I think I'm going to be there too. We're going to have full team there, Richard, for the Midtown Showdown, 10:15, and then we'll be there on Friday night. You're going to do game day live from there. I'm going to do it live from Pacelli, so looking forward to doing that.
Yeah, it's going to be incredible. I can't wait for that. They're hyping it up like, I mean, it's the inaugural Midtown Showdown. It's not the first time Carver and Columbus and Hardaway has played. Nice three-pointer by Battle. But they want to really hype this up. Tailgating, Otis Spencer.
It's homecoming too for Hardaway.
And homecoming for Hardaway. You got half of the broadcasters for office hours, real life of an AD involved with it. You know, they're going to talk it up on their show. Coach McCoy, Coach Mills.
You can check out Richard's scoreboard show every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 12 o'clock on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. He updates you and what's happening in volleyball, softball, football around the area. So make sure to tune in then. Coming up soon, we're going to have a Columbus State coaches show with both the girls and boys coach. I know we missed the soccer coach.
By the way, the soccer team beat Albany State 17-0.
So we're probably going to start that either next week or the week after. First coach would be the soccer coach, and we're going to try to do a Columbus State coaches show every week or every other week throughout this year. Richard, you'll be on a call tomorrow. Slack County Calvary softball. Can't wait for that.
They do it big up in Ellaville.
Lee Scott, Glenwood volleyball, 6 o'clock. 6:30 Glenwood coaches show, and 7:30 Calvary coaches show. Maybe 8. And honestly, we may not even have a Calvary coach show depending on what time you get done with the softball game, but we're going to try to maybe get the volleyball coach one more time as they head into the playoffs.
Yeah, I could get the softball coach right after the game. Yeah, it's looking like Russell County is going to advance. They're going to play Central next, and I'll tell you what, we're excited about that. That was an incredible matchup last year. I was told they're not going to play this year in the regular season. I find that surprising, but you know they do have some other teams. But I would like to, now that Glenwood is in the AHSAA. I know we're excited about some of the matchups, but I'd love to see Glenwood face a Russell County or a Smith Station in the near future. But we know that it'll be a matter of time. Yeah, it looks like Russell County's going to get a whole line change. Speaking of line change, you know the Columbus River Dragons got an inter-squad game next week. River Dragons hockey is back.
Also, coming up October the 24th, me and Richard will be there for Pirate Madness. CVCC having their Midnight Madness. October the 24th on Thursday. We're going to be there covering that. Should be a lot of fun. Can't wait to be there for that Midnight Madness. Was talking with Coach Mo Scott, Joe Richardson. Coach Scott had played in the CB Hoops Perfect Practice Fall League, which was fun. Not CB Hoops Perfect Practice Fall League, CB Hoops JUCO Jamboree. And right now Richard's playing in the one up in Carrollton today. We also got that night, the 24th, Harris County and Smith Station flag football. But looking forward for me and you to being at the Midnight Madness, Richard.
Oh, yeah.
Get some good food, fun entertainment, and watching some introduce the world to the CVCC men's and women's basketball teams. Oh,
nice shot.
That's a big-time shot from that young man. LaShawn Evans. So that wasn't LaShawn Evans. That was Damon Littlejohn. Three-pointer. Littlejohn rebounds.
Thrift, I know you haven't mentioned it on your show yet, but how about that walk-off win by the Atlanta Falcons on Thursday?
Can't wait to talk about that game and more on Unsolicited Hot Take. Baldwin off the glass, no. Timeout. We'll take 1-2. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome back, CB Hoops Perfect Practice Fall League. We got Russell County and Hardaway with 12:07 left to go in this game. A little block and a foul, and that is going to be 2 foul shots for Antonio Lockhart. Russell County that went to the second round of the state playoffs last season in the AHSAA. Unfortunately lost to Carver and Montgomery, but they did win the region. And congratulations to the New York Liberty advancing to the WNBA Finals. But Thrift, I tell you, I wanted to just continue cheering on for the WNBA, but it kind of lost a little bit of lackluster when Caitlin Clark left.
Oh, don't say that, Richard.
No, in my opinion, I don't want it to be. I don't want that.
Richard, I don't agree with that
WNBA was
statement.
fascinating.
Now we're going to have an argument on unsolicited hot take.
Hear me out, Thrift. The casual sports fan went to the TV when Caitlin Clark was there. I wish they could have stayed. But we'll have to see what the ratings look like.
Well, nice job by the New York Liberty, Brianna Stewart, Sabrina Enescu, and they beat the defending champion Aces, back-to-back champion Aces.
Yeah, that is not a hot sports take. That is a fact that Caitlin Clark drew the casual sports fan to the TV.
All opinions of Richard Holdridge are supported by Richard Holdridge.
Not trying to start a war on this broadcast, Thrift.
Richard, you're trying to rile up the crowd, I see.
You know, I'll tell you what. I'll give them my email, and they can send all hate letters and pretty much all comments on this broadcast will be deleted afterwards. I think you were missing my point, Thrift. I hope that the audience stays for the WNBA finals because it's fascinating. It's great basketball. But we got to face facts here. And the impact Caitlin Clark made on the league.
Brendan Houston Baldwin. No. Little John blocked.
Oh, what a block. SWAT City. So coming up next, we got the Pacelli and the Independent team. That will be the final game here in the second to last week for the CB Hoops Perfect Practice Fall League.
Baldwin misses the first free throw. Coming up also, Richard, November the 3rd. I'm going to put a post later tonight. We're going to have the Echo Latino, Courier Echo Latino, Media Day, Basketball Media Day here at the Beck Center. Georgia Alabama Sports Live, looking forward to it. Year number 3 we've been doing this now, Richard. How about that?
Yeah, last year was a lot of fun. Got to see the boys and the girls teams, all the 16 teams that we cover here in the Chattahoochee Valley.
Backcourt violation, turnover.
I tell you, you got to give Hardaway credit. They've been fighting in this game. But we know that Russell County has just got a very deep team that's going to make a lot of noise in the regular season.
Travel.
That was a good effort by Armstrong, but yeah, it's going to be a traveling violation.
I just got a text from a local coach, good friend of mine, Jonathan Gordon, saying Richard's trying to start a war with the Caitlin Clark feud.
Oh, here we go.
So hot take, Richard's ready for his
WNBA
debate.
Rookie of the Year, Angel Reese only got 1 vote, but mainly because she was injured. I would say if she had a full season, I think they would have split the vote.
Richard, tell me right now, after watching the Fall League, who are teams that you take seriously as a championship contender?
Carver is very deep. I think Carver can win a championship at 2A. We know Central has got a deep team as well.
Can Calvary compete in the GIAA this year with second-year head coach Jonathan Gordon?
I think he can. I think that the GIAA, we've seen some of the talent. We know that he likes to play teams that are in the GHSA. Like last season, they scheduled Spencer and Carver and Shaw. and that helps get your team prepared. And, you know, they were a young team last year. They're going to have a good team this year. They're going to have players like TJ Benson, Tyler Freeman, Liam Holcutt. They're going to have a good team this year. I cannot wait to see them.
Dylan Hostel. Also, Junior Irvin.
Oh, that's
Manny
right.
Shepard. Elite combo guard for them that does a good
Newcomers.
job coming off the bench. Manny Shepard does an excellent job. I liked him as a bench player. Coach Gordon likes what he's seen, the progression from him. He's going to be a big six-man effort player this year.
And another team that I'm really looking forward to seeing is Northside with Xavier Davies trying to make an impact as a freshman. I know they are not participants here in the Perfect Practice Fall League, but we're looking forward to seeing them as well. And how is the teams going to play out in the new reclassification?
Battle. Yes.
Oh, he makes it sound just look so easy. That's hustle right there. I believe they called it time limit.
And that is going to be it, as time limit is expired, as Russell County wins this one. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, final game of the playoffs. It's Duke Independent taking on Pacelli. Georgia Tech, Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back, everybody. Final game of the playoffs here, quarterfinals. Winner of this one will play Carver next week. It's Pacelli in red, Georgia Tech, and Duke Independent team in green. And Makai Williams with a tough lay to start this one off. Here comes one of those players. And Matthew Melvin gets another easy peasy, 4-0. Yes! Jadarian Swag Holloway knocks down a big-time bucket. And then a dunk. And good D, Latham. Alley-oop to Rowe. Let's put on a show.
Yeah, that was back-to-back dunks for Michael Rowe.
Good defense from Makai Williams. There's Amari Smith and a timeout. The independent team down 8-3 early in this one. We're presented by CBCC, Gordy Eye Care, Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC. Also, Pepsi. Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. Richard Holdridge. Rich, how you been, man?
I am doing fantastic. I'm just excited about the lineup we have coming up this week. I want to remind everybody that we do have the Kutsu Sports Show later tonight. We also have the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show. The Kutsu Sports Show with Rick Beach, as Harris County got a big win over Griffin as they get ready to take on Stars Mill.
There's Annie Hahn, and Hahn stolen. Rowe. Bush, corner three. No. Annie Hahn has it. Hahn to the rack. Blocked.
Whoa! Look at Makai Williams with a big block.
Makai, Melvin, Rowe. Defense from the Duke team in green. Jordan Perry loses it. Up ahead to Rowe. Rowe. Melvin, no. Latham battles for it. Perry comes away with it, but it goes off. Up a Duke player, Amari Smith. Checking in is Swag Holloway, who will come in and get the young man. Number 9, Jaden Long, a freshman from Shaw. Bush, Melvin. Melvin, short corner, short. Rebound, stolen by Melvin. Nope, back in the hands of Duke. Spinning his way is Corey Johnson for 3. You bet. Johnson knocks down a 3, and we're 8-6. Latham wide open, and another easy dunk from Michael Rowe. (10-6). Holloway being guarded by Bush. Holloway to Johnson. Johnson, no. Rowe tips it out. Melvin, 12-8. 10-6. 12-6. Pacelli on top. Winner will play Carver next week. Central and Russell County. That's the other semifinal. Latham gets the steal. Latham, no look to Bush. Bush lays it in. Holloway Holloway, short. Faded on that one. Any Hahn for three. No. Rowe, good rebound. Holloway guarding Rowe 50 feet from the basket there, Rich. Melvin. No one picks up the ball. He lays it in.
Yeah, instant offense. Matthew Melvin and Makai Williams. Also, we saw just the emergence of Michael Rowe last year. He was a freshman. They got some valuable minutes for a Pacelli team that has a lot of players that got involved. Oh, what a block.
Bush, nice block to Any Hahn. Melvin up ahead. Oh, it's going to be another dunk from Makai. Bush can't clean it up. Tip out Johnson. Bush grabs it though. Melvin, baseline, loses it. Sloppy play from both teams right now. And then a foul on Michael Rowe. Melvin gets the loose ball from Holloway. Melvin to Bush. Bush dunks. Good D. Melvin loses it. Williams scores. Right now it's just all Pacelli. Nice cross. Bad pass. Turnover. Bull will check now in the game. Nice pass, but Holloway read it the whole way there, Rich.
Well, Jadarian Holloway, also known as Swag, he was the leading scorer as a freshman for a Glenwood Gators team that went to the Final Four last year, lost a very close contested game against Bessemer Academy. But Lee Scott ended up winning the championship last year. But now Glenwood in the AHSAA. I'm excited about that.
Makai scores is Caleb Jackson. Holloway for three. No. Holloway with a good steal, though.
Steal. Good vision by Jadarian Holloway on the steal.
Caleb Jackson. Holloway, scoop layup, no. Bush, fouled.
So Thrift, the NBA preseason started this weekend. And what is one thing that you are looking forward to about this NBA season?
You'll be able to find that out on Unsolicited Hot Take, Rich.
All right, there you go. That is called a tease.
Corey Johnson. Block.
Whoa! What a block. I thought you were going to say the debut of LeBron and Bronny in the preseason on the court together. I know everybody's wanting that. Bronny is on the 15-man roster for preseason. He made his debut. But I think the Boston Celtics are going to go back-to-back.
So you got Bronny as MVP. You heard it here first on the CB Hoops Per Practice Fall
That
League.
is you
Georgia,
taking
Alabama
my words
Shorts Live.
and twisting them
Richard says
to try
Bronny
to
for
create
MVP.
a sports hot take that doesn't exist.
Bronny for MVP, according to Richard Holdridge.
Okay. Here we go.
Shoot for the stars, man, as the free throw is good. 15-point game. Mackay. In and out. Jackson. Drives. Scoop. Other Jackson. Scores. AZ. 26-9. We've had all blowouts today. So semifinals, we're expecting more competitive than this. And then the championship is next week, too. So semifinals and championship all in the same week. Williams bullies his way and scores.
What a move by Mackay Williams, just using his physical strength to get the basket. He's a very good two-way player with that championship experience from last season, and we expect him to have a great season this year. But it's not just that Pacelli is physical. They also can run up and down the court with the best of them. We saw that last week when they took on Carver. That was, I'll tell you what, last week, that was a track meet between Pacelli and Carver.
Thirty to 9. Oh, in and out. Drive, score. Jaden Long, the freshman. AZ. Jackson to Bush. Bush drives. Bush misses. Jordan Perry with the rebound. Holloway. Holloway. Holloway spins. Long drives. Jackson gets it. Bush. It's going to stay with Pacelli. Annie Hahn with a steal. Hahn fouled.
So Denver leading the Raiders 20-10. And how about Bo Nix with a possible chance to win his third straight NFL game? The son of Central head football coach Patrick Nix, having a great rookie season. 49ers leading the Cardinals 23-13.
Jackson. Rowe. Melvin. You know it. Annie Hahn. Hahn. No. Melvin. Pulls up, misses. Rowe tips it in.
Good teamwork. Rowe with the tip in. And that's just not boxing them out. That's able to get those free buckets off the second chance points. Oh, what a steal.
Jackson with a steal. Jackson for three. No. Bush rebounds. Bush scores. Nope, in and out. And coming away with it is Amari Smith. And he silly with the basketball. Jackson gets fouled.
We got an upset brewing in football. The Giants leading the Seahawks 17-10. I did not see that coming. Packers beating the Rams 17-13. I kind of saw that coming. Rams are kind of depleted. They are banged up. I think the story of the NFL today was Caleb Williams bouncing back, having a great game against Carolina, but Caleb Williams was fantastic. I think that he is going to be fine. I know a lot of Bears fans were worried. Oh, he might be a bust. No, he could play.
Enny Hahn scores.
Oh, nice play. Nice move.
What a move from Enny Hahn. Melvin. Rowe. Enny Hahn in there again. What a half from Enny Hahn.
Enny Hahn from Chatco out of Casita.
Hahn. AZ Jackson pump fakes, misses. Jackson, Caleb makes.
Nice putback by Jackson.
Aaron Grant is in the building. Star quarterback from Shaw.
Kari Johnson from Opelika coming in to the game. Jaimin Johnson from Eufaula. Which I do remember Eufaula a couple of years ago. They were in the same region with Russell County, and they made the playoffs that year back in 2021. All right, so the independent team with the ball. Enny Hahn fires three. Kari Johnson rattles in. And a three-pointer for Kari Johnson.
Trying to make a comeback here, down 21. Latham being harassed by Long. Dribbles out of bounds. Turnover.
How about the hustle?
Latham misses. Holloway scores.
Yeah, nice move by Swag.
Latham. Edmond.
Oh, put back.
And they needed that, Rich.
Get it?
They needed it bad.
They really did, because they were slumping a little bit. The independent team got on a little bit of a run. Trent Latham to the line for two.
Enny Hahn crosses. Johnson. Long.
Trip, I've been so impressed with the Pacelli team. It looks like they're not going to skip a beat. They got to be one of the favorites in the GIAA.
And hitting shots like that's the reason why, Rich. Wow.
They just got stars on their team. You look at the GIAA and the competitive nature, and they're not afraid to play anybody. They'll play anybody, any gym, any classification. And you can add Calvary to the mix with the rivalry with Brookstone and Calvary now in the GIAA. That's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing those games. Matthew Melvin, fire three! Thank you, Thrift, for letting me call that one.
Great shot there from
I was
Matt.
actually looking at you and I'm like, hey, you want to call it? I appreciate that.
56-19, 46-19, excuse me, 27-point lead for Pacelli, their largest of the game. Johnson needs it bad, airmails it. Amari Smith gets it, goes up strong, gets fouled.
To the line is Amari Smith, another one of those Opelika players. He's a sophomore. By the way, Glenwood does have Opelika on the schedule. So we're going to have a chance to see some of these players.
(46-21). Kudzu Sports Show should be coming. Oh, what a three from Melvin! Just raining it. Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show, 8 o'clock tonight. Tune in, YouTube, Facebook. Johnson. Last minute here for the first half. Mackay missed a wide open row underneath the basket. This Duke team is missing Cam Thomas, one of their leading scorers. Makes the first free throw. And connects on the second. Jackson.
Nice pass.
Missed. Got a lot of time. Can Holloway get a shot off? Team down 26. Jackson seals it. Rhodes got to get a dunk at the end of the half.
That's how you end a half.
51-23. All Pacelli here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
All right. Welcome back to the CB Hoops Perfect Practice Fall League on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We've got the independent team, and we got Pacelli. And Pacelli's leading 51-23, start of the second half. And we got Johnson running that top of the key. And is that a jump ball? And it's going to go to Pacelli. First jump ball of the afternoon. This is the final game of the night. We will have a consolation round and championships next week. We'll be wrapping up the CB Hoops Perfect Practice Fall League. It's Makai Williams swinging it around. Three-pointer. No good. Trying to get that rebound. And that is Jalen Bush. Nice putback for Pacelli. And Swag with it, top of the key. Looking for the screen. Being guarded. Nice backdoor pass and a block. What a block. Little fast break. Melvin off the glass and in. It was a good block by Jalen Bush. It led to points on the other end. 55-23. Swag fired a long three, top of the iron. Rebounded by Rowe. And here comes Latham. Melvin, baseline, pass. Makai Williams with the jam! There you go, and what a pass by Matthew Melvin. Here comes Swag off the timeline. Over to Johnson. Lost it. Latham, fast break. Melvin, alley-oop to Makai Williams. The alley-oop play that has been made famous for years. Remember, in the 1970s, they didn't really dunk. This has just been a new concept in the last 40 years. But it's always makes the game exciting. We love seeing the dunk. And they're really putting on a show for these fans as well. There's a long three by Anihan from Chatco. Nice three-point shot. Here's Bush. Bush for three. And he answers with a three of his own. 62-26. That is the score here of the CB Hoops Perfect Practice Fall League. We've got the independent team, Pacelli battling. Hahn with the quick double. Back over to Swag. Swag gonna drive the lane and gets partially blocked by Rowe, but he draws the foul. He came at Rowe like a freight train, and Swag just not afraid to get a little bit of contact. He is going to go the line for two. Jadarian Holloway, known as Swag, is entering his sophomore year as the point guard for the Glenwood Gators, making their debut in the AHSAA for Coach Dusty Perdue. Looking forward to seeing what Swag could do in year two at Glenwood.
What can Swag do for you?
Swag for Prez. We got the shirts. Oh, I thought Makai Williams, a little too far out of his reach. It's going to go back to the independent team. And Johnson's going to take it across the timeline, being guarded by Melvin. Fires a long two, front of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Latham. Bounce pass, Bush, Melvin, baseline, off the glass and in. He could have dunked that, but he wanted to get the shirt 2 points, so he put it off the glass. And it's now 64-27. Pacelli doing Pacelli things on the basketball court. They are what you would call gym rats. They will run you out of a gym. They like to go up and down the court, fast breaks, scoring points at will and in bunches. Hahn. Oh, that was that blocked by Rowe? Yes, it was. Stolen by Swag. Swag to the rack and fouled by Rowe, and Swag's going to go to the line for 2. Swag is like, I'll take those 2 shots. As we get ready for the high school basketball season, we're about a month and a half away from the start of the basketball season. And Holloway misses the first. We appreciate everybody watching us on Facebook and on YouTube. Georgia Alabama Sports Live is brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, the Beck Center, Gordy Eye Care, CVCC, and Pepsi. We thank you for our presenting sponsors. Swag makes 1 of 2. And with 13:54 left to go here in the game, it's 64-28. Pacelli on top. Trent Latham running the point. Fires a little corner jumper. Saved by Latham, but that's going to be taken off the bounce. Over to Johnson. Long. No good. Rebounded by Latham. Latham will get it right back. Pass over to Bush, and he scores. Holloway. Still with it. They're looking to shoot. Off front of the iron, no good. And it is stolen by Long. Jaden Long, the Shaw Raider, puts it off the glass. And it falls through. 66-31. There's Melvin off the glass and in. Matthew Melvin. Older brother Daniel Melvin played for Columbus State. Pass to Melvin. Melvin off the glass and in. And what's impressive about Pacelli is they only have 2 players on their bench. And they are doing it really with athleticism, not a whole lot of depth. But they do get ready for this upcoming basketball season. They are the defending GIAA champions. Expected to be the favorites once again in the GIAA. $11:37 left to go till we wrap up the second to last week in the CB Hoops Perfect Practice Fall League. We got the consolation round and the championships next week. This is Latham over to Melvin. Inside to Rowe. Spin move. Rowe. Jumper. Good. Michael Rowe. Using the length to get the shot. Here's Johnson, top of the key. Being guarded by Latham. Pass, Hahn, 3, no good. Out of play, and it will stay up. It's going to go to Pacelli. Don't forget, after this, we got the Georgia Alabama Sports Live show. Recapping high school football. Melvin shot no good. The independent team, Johnson with it. The Opelika Bulldog. Shot, oh, nothing but the bottom of the net for Amari Smith, Johnson's Opelika teammate. Can't wait to see them in action. against Central, Smith Station, Auburn. There's a three-point attempt for Caleb Jackson, no good. 10 minutes to go. Hahn to the rack. Rebounded by Johnson. Over to Latham. Melvin. Pass, no good. Rebounded by Rowe. Back out to Melvin. Rowe with a dunk. One-handed dunk down with authority. What a play by Michael Rowe. Three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Isaiah Jackson. Over to Rowe. Oh, he got that partially blocked. I think Hahn might have got a piece of that. Here comes Kari Johnson. Johnson for three. And he airmails it. It's going to go back to Pacelli. That'll give us an opportunity to get some subs in the game as Jadarian Holloway coming back into the game for the independent team. Earlier today, Hardaway beat Calvary. Central beat Columbus. We had Russell County beat Hardaway again because Upson Lee withdrawed from the tournament, so Hardaway got to advance, and they played later in the day. And then we had Carver and Spencer. That game was actually before Russell County Hardaway. Carver ended up winning that game. We got Makai Williams and Jalen Bush checking back in for Pacelli. .8:26 left to go. Smith drives, pass. Jordan Perry checking in the game, a member of the Glenwood Gators as well. Hahn, intended, Johnson, three, no good. And it's rebounded by Bush. Bush going coast to coast and up the glass and in. That is just speed and anticipation off the rebound to make a fast break and get the bucket. And the foul shot. We got Jaden Long coming back into the game. The Shaw Raider playing for Coach Dickey this year, as Shaw missed out on the playoffs last year. They want to try to get back there this year. Hahn, three-pointer, hits it! The Chatco Panther, Annie Hahn.
With an answer, Rich.
I got to say, we got to live stream some Chatco games. There's Jackson, no good. Here comes Perry, lost it. Bush, 3-on-2, alley-oop, Makai Williams! That's about 3 or 4 dunks he's had so far in this game. And it has brought down the house. It kind of brought me down as well as far as my reflection on the announcing. Hahn, three, fires it and makes it! Annie Hahn.
Hahn responding.
He's really putting Chatco, like I'm thinking.
The
okay,
boss man, Hahn.
Yeah, I know. We definitely gotta get him a nickname. He is really putting on a show here for the independent team. Jackson, spin move. Caleb Jackson, top of the arc, off the glass, no good. Nice rebound by Bush, and it's in. Jalen Bush makes it 83-40 with 6 minutes left to go here in this game. Don't probably have to worry about a time restraint. They'll play to 7. There's Makai Williams. 3-on-1. Rowe. There you go. The fundamental. Oh, that's Jalen Bush, rather. Swag. No good. Tips. Rowe's actually on the bench. Off the glass and in. Good job there by Jaden Long. Isaiah Jackson. Three-pointer. Off The glass no good. Rebounded by Perry. Stole it. Bush. Jackson. Three-pointer. You've got the bucket. A big three-pointer by Isaiah Jackson. And it's 88-42. We got a whistle. What do we got?
Because of it, the score, they're going to call mercy rule under 5 minutes anytime a team's up by 40. So that's going to be it. Coming up next week, Richard, we got semifinals. We have Central and Russell County, and we got Pacelli taking on Carver. And the championship, those two games will be 2:30 and 3:30. Championship will be at 7:30. We're going to get all the games next week. Me, you, Chris, Toygar. We're going to have a whole good, fun time. Final week of the Fall League.
Can't wait. I think that it's been just a great tournament. A lot of great teams. And as Matthew Melvin is a player of the game, he's got his picture taken. So congratulations to Matthew Melvin. It's been fun.
Go ahead. It was fun?
Yeah, it's been fun.
We'll see you next week. So tomorrow we got Glenwood and Calvary Coaches Show. Then we have Glenwood Volleyball and we have Calvary Softball. Tuesday we got softball, Calvary, Columbus Shaw softball. Wednesday, office hours, Pacelli Coaches Show. Thursday, unsolicited hot take, and we also got Calvary softball. Friday, we got a triple header, Midtown Showdown, Buccelli Jug, and also Stars Mills Harris County. Volleyball playoffs, Elite 8, Sweet 16 and Elite 8 on Saturday. Richie will be on the call, Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And on Sunday, the final week of the CB Hoops Per Practice Fall League. From Richard Holger, Tom Thurp-Barringer, Toygar Isla says thank you so much. We'll see you next time on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. See you tonight for the Georgia Alabama Sports Live show.